Hi everyone, it's Hugh. For me, faith in the presence of God encompasses all the Lasallian core principles together. It is the centre and interweaves into my life, and I think it can vary in so many different ways, in different perspectives, the way I see God for myself, for others and the world in general. I really love the Lasallian Corner response and the imagery of going through a doorway to remind yourself that you're in God's presence. I think it's something so simple and the smallest moments that can have a reminder that reminds me that God is always beside me. He's there in the moment, in the situation, in my feelings, and something that I'm going through. I believe it is a good focus for prayer. It's like a meditative mantra, and I think this really is a good focus, and it's a beautiful aid to get into a prayer mindset. In all that we do and in everyday moments, it's really hard to know and to realise, to understand and to comprehend how God is present. And I think that that's all part of the mystery. But I think, as before, it's in the little things, in the moments that we can see every day, that I see God, whether this be through a smile, a thoughtful and kind act that I return in kindness, a hug, a flower blooming, or the sun shining. I think in these things I see God the most visible and the most present. And talking about nature and the environment, that's another huge way I see God. For example, in vast open spaces like a field or by the sea, by the beach. One of my favourite places in Ireland has like loads of mountains and the sea. You can see the horizon, and I just love the way the light hits the water. And I just think, wow, God made this. It's so beautifully designed. And I think it's in the small details and in the bigger pictures, and this is also true for me. For example, a place called Lourdes that I've been on pilgrimage before, that's another place where I really feel God's presence, that He's working, and I can just really feel it more clearly. And another place is Kimpbury, of course, whether this be in our own back garden by the lake and the ducks, or on retreat. And I think this is a huge way I feel the presence of God. From being on retreat myself and then working at the centre, I think, through working with the young people we serve, through the games and the laughter and the fun and the friendship, that is a significant way I see God. Seeing God in people, in others, and, for example, seeing Him in my family, in my friends, the team, and in communities that I'm part of. And through these eyes of faith, through this sign of faith, which is so hard, again, to see and experience, He is always there, and we all see God so differently. And this is beautiful, and this should be celebrated and shared with each other. Having that faith in the presence of God is personal, but also shared. It is in you and all around you, through faith, service, and community. We do this all through love, and when we witness love, we see God. For God is love, and God is for us, and nothing is impossible to Him, no matter how great nor how small.